I'm coming to you from my car. I'm not going to look at the screen. I'm looking at the road. I am driving very safely. I have two hands on the wheel, but this was urgent. I was having, you know, like in the shower, you have your best inspirations. Well, I have that when I drive, and I couldn't wait. I won't have time this afternoon to make a video, and what better time? The baby's asleep in the back. What better time than to chat to you guys today? So I went to a restaurant yesterday, an Italian restaurant, and I forget what it was called, what the dish was called specifically, but it was basically shrimp, veggies, and potatoes, perfect, with butter lemon sauce, okay? I asked the kitchen, or asked the staff, to not add the butter, but just the white wine, lemon, and butter sauce. Delicious. But I asked them to omit the butter. The dish came doused in this delicious sauce, and it seemed pretty oily. So I wasn't sure. I ended up eating the whole thing because I was so hungry, and it was so delicious. And I asked like the waitress, "Are you sure there was no butter in here?" And she claimed there was no oil, no butter, nothing. So, okay, I have to trust it, you know? But even if it had oil in it, I mean, not ideal, right? But I was thinking about the mindset stuff. Like, I was spiraling out of control. I was getting very irritable. I was getting frustrated that, you know, I'm trying to stick to this very low-fat diet, and here I am getting sabotaged by some restaurant that doesn't give a shit about me. Like, those kinds of thoughts were coming into my mind, and it really just made me think, you know, we need to be able to be in the world, to be in the real world, to just live our lives and go out for dinner and have a barbecue and be invited to a friend's house. Like, this is what's so beautiful about the sugar diet and not being vegan, is that you can literally eat anywhere you want, anywhere. So I was thinking, would it be helpful to make a restaurant guide, like how to eat out, or what types of food, what types of restaurants to choose to have, you know, more options, or like just a restaurant guide. It just made me think, like, I have kind of figured out like where to eat and where I shouldn't eat, and where everything is doused in oil, and where the salads are always doused in dressing, you know, even if you ask for dressing on the side, whatever. Yeah, I thought maybe that's helpful, because as some of you know, the first 1,000 of you who joined my channel, I have more than doubled now, I promised you a freebie, a sugar diet shopping list, or sugar fasting shopping list. And I want to know if you still want the shopping list, or are we over it? Are we over the sugar diet? I'm not. I'm still doing it, but I'm doing it with a lot more rice, as you know, as I've shared in my past videos. And so I also had a guide that I was going to give to the first 100 people as my thank you for the giveaway for getting 1,000 subscribers. I was going to give away this full sugar fasting and sugar diet guide that otherwise I would sell for $9. So I have that still, and I never published it. I never went live with it, because immediately the sugar diet started changing, and then I got really busy, and now I'm like, what does my audience want? So I'm asking you guys, what do you want? Do you want the sugar list, the sugar shopping list still? With a full guide to sugar fasting and sugar diet? Because it's still relevant, you guys, okay? It's still super relevant. Many people are still doing it, and it's still working for them. Even though Cole is not doing sugar diet per se, but he is, because he's just doing low fat, high carb and high protein. And like, it's still the sugar diet, except it's just not, I was going to say we can't call it that, but I am still calling it sugar diet. Mark Smelly Bell is still calling it sugar diet. So my friend Deborah, who I'm actually going to interview tomorrow, you guys, Deborah Schultz, she has a great YouTube channel. Go check her out. She is so sweet, and she is very experienced, and I've learned a lot from her. And she has the body that I want. She's very, very lean. She looks gorgeous. And yeah, her videos are just great. I don't know, her vibe is good. So I'm interviewing her tomorrow, and that's really exciting to me. But point is, we are still calling it the sugar diet. So is Zach. What's his last name? I want to say Shul something. Zach. Okay, Sugar is Life. Sugar is Life is his channel. I can't look it up right now because I'm driving. Yeah, so he's also calling it Sugar is Life. Lauren loves carbs. Anyways, there are lots of us still doing the sugar diet, and so I want to know, do you want that shopping list? And if you wanted to have the full guide, do you still want to get that as the first 100 to win the prize, or do you want this new one that I suggested, the restaurant guide? Okay, do you get what I'm trying to say? I hope you are. So do you want, if you are one of the first 100 that wanted that one, for being my first 1,000 subscribers, if you're one of the first 100 that I'm going to give a gift to, do you want the complete guide to sugar fasting, or do you want the restaurant guide? That is my question. Okay, I will leave that there. So today I weighed myself in the morning, and I'm still a little bit emotional to the scale, and this is what I really, really want to help women with, is to get unattached to that number on the scale. And I have to practice it before I preach it. So this morning I was up quite a bit, and I weighed myself before my bowel movement. That's always a bad idea, but I was rushing and I had to get it in. And I was up a bit. I was up like, I don't know the exact number, like over 1.5 pounds, so almost 2 pounds, I think, or maybe even over 2 pounds. I'll have to check. And but I had eaten out for both lunch and dinner yesterday. I had sushi with a friend for lunch, and then I went out for this meal that I just talked about with my husband and my baby for dinner. And so I think it's just a lot of sodium, a lot of water retention, and my bowel movement was still not released. So, and my point is, I still feel lean, but emotionally it messed me up. Isn't that so crazy? This is exactly why I want to get to 125, so that I can, even when I bump up, when I eat something that causes me to gain water weight, I will still be in the 120s, and that will help my mind not be so weird, because I am fluctuating between 133 and 136, and that bothers me for some reason, even though it's just water weight. So here I am. I'm going to still continue to weigh myself every day that I can. I won't be able to this whole weekend because we're going up north again to the lake. And when I get back, every day I'm going to weigh myself, because I am going to beat this out of me if nothing else, okay? I'm going to beat this emotional roller coaster out of me so that I am just like more even keeled. Like, okay, I gained 1.5 pounds. Like, it's fine. It's just water. It's just from sodium and sugar. So that is a big goal for me. And what what else? Yeah, so this is just a quick little ramble. I'm so excited for tomorrow's interview. We are going to be, Deborah Schultz and I are going to be chatting on Zoom. I'll record it and then I'm going to upload it. So it won't be live. I don't have all the programs and stuff. I used to when I had my dating coaching channel and company. I had like a whole business. I had all those programs where I could live stream to all the different things, and I've gotten rid of all of it. It costs so much money. So we're just doing it old school style, where we're just gonna record the Zoom recording and I'll upload the video as soon as I can after having interviewed her. So midday tomorrow, we're interviewing. We're gonna chat a lot about sugar. I'm gonna ask her all the questions. We're very like-minded. I also do rebounding on the trampoline. She just shared yesterday that she has a rebounder. I just love her vibe. So I'm super excited. Hopefully you'll tune in to that video when I post it. So if you are not subscribed to my channel yet, please hit the subscribe button, because you will just be notified. My videos will come up your feed and will be shown to you much easier than if you're not subscribed. You have to go find me and then you might forget, and you know, I like having you in my community. So subscribe to my channel and let me know if you liked this video, and please you must comment below and let me know which if you were one of the 100. You won't know, so but like fantasize about it. If you were one of the first 100 to message me about, you know, the contest, which gift would you like? Would it be the complete guide to sugar fasting and the sugar diet, which is already made, or would you like the restaurant guide, which I still have to make, so you'll have to wait for it. So comment below and let me know. I can't wait to hear from you. And yeah, I will. And make sure you check your messages, because I'm going to message you back in the comments, probably asking you to send me your email address, because I have to send it to you somehow. I can't send you anything on YouTube. So you may as well also just friend me on Instagram, because that way I can message you actually the link and everything like that. Okay. I will leave that there and I will let you go. Okay. Bye guys.